I am here with Graham Carroll of Apex Racing, and Graham was one of the top qualifiers for this event, actually. How are you doing today, Graham?
Awesome, really good to be here in Vegas, and thanks for having me on.
It's lucky to have you on. You have been in high demand. I have seen you in interview after interview.
I think it's been crazy. I got sort of picked up after winning the first round at Long Beach. Sort of got a little contract with Visa, and I got out to drive a car in Marrakesh, and the last 2 months of my life have been unbelievable. So it's really good, and just happy to be here in Vegas.
Yeah. Now I'm watching the faces of the guys. There's a lot of money on the line, not a lot of time to prep. It seems like everybody's a little nervous. Now you seem pretty calm right now. How are you doing with the event?
I think one of my strongest points is sort of as a driver is learning something new and picking things up quite quickly. And as we can see, like your Mr. R Factor Bono, he seems to be doing quite well as well. I think if you start getting all panicky and nervous and stuff, you're not gonna do very well, So just got to take it as it comes and enjoy it, and let's get that 200k.
There you go. So you went into the 200k. Let's start there. If you won 200k, what would you do with the money?
I sort of done go-karts and single-seater cars back in sort of when I was 7 till I was 18-year-old. So my old man put a lot of money into me back in the day, and I still live at home with my girlfriend. So I'd probably move out and probably look after my parents a bit. And to be fair, I think it's what can come of this event rather than just this event. Obviously, everyone wants to win the money. $25,000 for pole, $10,000 for the fastest lap, and the big sort of 200. But I think people can come away from here with possibly jobs and sort of contracts and all that kind of stuff. So it's really what can come after, which probably is the big thing. But again, it's just I started getting the taxi down here this morning and thinking, we're in Vegas. It's still just not sinking in. So it's just awesome, But the jet lag's a bit tough, but we'll get there.
Yeah, it seems like you guys do have a lot of eyes on you, a lot of media coverage of this. You're all working with different teams. Do you think a real opportunity could come for this for the winner or for maybe all the drivers even?
I don't even think winning it is the key thing. It's like some posts the other week from Formula E saying that they're wanting to make an esports of it, So surely the 10 drivers at the minute are probably in a sort of prime position for anything that does happen. And again, it's all just talk, These things, even in my racing career when I was younger, you got promised so many things and sort of nothing happens. So these things are good, but hopefully they come off, and it's just great for sim racing in general, this event.
Yeah. Now, what's it like? I mean, you come all the way to America, you get to meet 9 other sim racers that you probably raced quite a bit against. You get to meet Alex, your another team member. What's it like just getting to meet the guys that you've known for a long time online?
I met a few of them at the Expo this year, and I've met Alex a few times, but it's good. It's just, again, strange to sort of see faces when you've raced them, and you know what it's like, but it's awesome, and you're meeting someone new every day, and you're like John Todd and the Alejandro guy, and it's awesome, It's just, we can only hope for more events like this in the future.
Now, I have been most surprised by the pace of the real pros. I actually predicted that the sim racers would be top 10, and that was the end of the story. Turns out these guys are quite fast. Are you at all surprised by the pace of the pro drivers?
Nah, not in the slightest. These guys have raced since they're 7-year-old in go-karts in every category out there. They're in Formula E, getting paid really good wages for it at the minute, and some really top teams. They're professionals for a reason, And again, when you're going in there and it's a track you've never done, a car that's a setup you've probably never driven, because our setups were so much more developed than what it is at the minute. These guys can pick things up quickly, and that's what it's all about this weekend. It's your sort of best sim racer in the world, Gregor. He's kind of struggling at the minute because he's not adapting quickly, and it's but that is just the whole thing. It's how you last through the race and how you adapt it, and it's fingers crossed the race goes well.
What do you think it will take to actually win the race?
Having a clean 28 laps. The brake pedal is ultra sensitive. Like, people that are coming from like your HEs here, it is the complete different ball game. I touched the brake yesterday for the first time and just put it in the wall instantly. It's pretty bad, to be fair. So you've just got to, again, take it as it comes, and I think you've got to have a bit of a head on you during the race, think it out, plan your pit stop quite well, and I think sometimes if you have a bit more damage than others or whatever, it can maybe be double the time in the pits. You could be leading by 10 seconds, come in and be double the time of the guy in second, and then your race is sort of over. So a nice clean race, and keep away from all the crazy real drivers.
Now, for many years we've talked about sim racing being a real motorsport, or that it's so comparable to others. Now we're looking at a prize pool equal to or even higher than some racing series. Do you think that an event like this is finally going to take sim racing to that next level where it's looked at as part of the ladder system to real racing?
I think so. I can honestly see in the future kids going through sim racing rather than karting. And again, it's good to have like Visa and Formula E involved in sim racing, because to be fair, could you get anyone better than Visa and Formula E? And I'd done a little interview the other day, and one of the things I says is that this whole competition is really shaking up the sim world. I understand there's people out there maybe slagging off the equipment, but when there's $1 million up for grabs, no one cares, and there's teams out there saying we're only interested in the big stuff and the professional stuff. And I love iRacing. I've done it for a long time, but how long can you sit and do laps for nothing?
Right.
And then this year was my first year in WCS, and it was a sort of Gregor and Martin show. So it's if you're not winning that championship, it's iRacing's kind of it's awesome and stuff, but you need to follow the money. You know, I'd done R Factor for a few months, and I went back to iRacing, and I was like, sort of taken back a bit. Sort of, you see its flaws a bit more, but you can't take away from it what it's done. But hopefully, again, this event maybe gets iRacing to get a few more sponsors, and then that'll just burst into again the best sim out there, like it is, you know.
Yeah. Now, standing here, you've already won more money than Martin won this year for winning that championship, so that makes this quite an event.
One thing that it's a saying that we've said a few times this weekend, that one person is going to make more than Martin made in a year this time in a minute and 30 seconds. Fastest lap of the race is $10,000, and that puts it in perspective, you know. So it's crazy, but it's just to take it all in. It's just awesome to be here, you know. It really is.
Awesome. Well, a pleasure meeting you.
Yeah, you
Very
too.
good luck tomorrow or later today, and I'm really pulling for you.
Thank you very much.
All right,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Cheers.